8 years ago, Nelson Mandela was released from prison after 27 years. His release, a moment that was not only symbolic of the end of oppression for black South Africans, but kick-started a series of other events that gave birth to a new South Africa. And as Mandela is being celebrated as part of the centenary events, the stalwarts and his friends did not skirt around current political issues, plugging the ruling party.
When you look at our organization today, you don't see the organization of Mandela. It's got challenges, many challenges, and those challenges are caused by us, not by him. In our constitution, we make provision for the expropriation of land. That section has never been used. The section that deals with the expropriation of land has never been challenged. So, when you say our people don't have land, it is not because of the law that prevents people from not having the land. It is us who have not given the land to our people.
The saying that says history repeats itself seems to apply to the current time. And I was remembering that in 1990, this very week between the 2nd and 11th of February was a week of much uncertainty in South Africa. But at that time, unlike now where there's uncertainty about the stepping down of the president, the uncertainty then was a happier one. The lesson from those two parallels is that right now, really what we really need is decisive leadership, because it is unfair to this nation that there is this uncertainty.
The former welcoming committee members emphasized that it's important that the current leadership put people first. It was on Sunday when Madiba left the prison for good, pushing forward with his dream to free African people of South Africa. Now that he is no longer alive, current leaders have committed to continue to improve the lives of the less fortunate. They also shared stories of the first days of Mandela's freedom.
So I had to look around and organize clothing for Mama Winnie, Zinzi, and the children. The dress that you are seeing Mama Winnie wearing is the dress that I got from Mama Mlambo, the long one that is wearing. And the suit that Zinzi was wearing was my suit. And I had to get clothing of my own boys for Rabo Bambata, Babehamba no Zinzi, because abantwana babengenambahla changed.
Locals have fond memories of Mthatha's most famous son.
I think what we can take back from this is Tina as a youth, when our current struggles, our fighting for free education or fighting for land is to their negotiation strategies, I would say. How did they do it? How did they fail? How can we better where they failed?
You know, it's directing us straight to the ANC now that the poor leadership must resign, must come down to give other leaders opportunities to be on power. Maybe they can come up with something is new and better to the people, to motivate our people out there to come in numbers to the ANC.
Mandela's legacy will also be reflected at the Nelson Mandela Museum. SABC News, Nelson Mandela Museum, Mthatha.